Yeah, and listen, and tomorrow, y'all, in the morning, I have a surprise for you. Am I eating ice? Well, not at the moment, but I can. What color are my panties? What color are my panties? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. They said, "Oh, I heard Papa scream." That's my baby. So y'all. Oh yes, I did see Whoopi Goldberg talking to Charlamagne, I believe it was, about wanting to have me in Sister Act 3, I think. And yes, I would gladly oblige. Yes, I would do it. I remember loving Sister Act 1, and then I remember on Sister Act 2, my idol, Lauryn Hill, was in it. And life, man. So there's another full circle moment that recently happened in my life. And having to keep it from you guys has been one of the most difficult secrets I've had to keep from y'all. But man, I cannot wait until you see what I'm talking about, for you to know why life is so beautiful and why I want you to always freaking believe in yourself and never give up on yourself. Oh, so Miss Smith, I know it's probably so late and I know you're probably sleeping. I sent you a request. Oh,
love you.
I love you too. How are you, Miss Smith?
I'm good. How are you? Listen, you always stood for what was right. Always.
Really?
Yes, you did, from a little girl.
So in case you guys are wondering who this is my 5th grade teacher, Miss Smith, who I tell everyone who changed my life.
Oh.
One of the first teachers who changed my life. And I was so enamored with her. She oh my God, she had the best accessories. She would match her outfit so perfectly. I'm talking about, I didn't understand, because her outfit would look beautiful, but she would also have the perfect shoes, perfect purse, perfect earrings, perfect bracelets, perfect rings to match. And I was like, it was so weird to me. My mother was a great dresser, and she was very into, like, and she, she was sexy and miss all of that. and had a beautiful body and stuff. But it was when I went to your class, Miss Smith, I was like so in love with you because you were the best dressed, but you also brought out the creativity in me. But I don't know if I told you this part, Miss Smith, but it wasn't that I knew you really liked me, and I knew that you knew I really liked you, but you still were strict with me. And you didn't let me get away with, being disrespectful or having my attitude. First of all, why do you think you and I connected instantly?
I think because of what you were talking about tonight, because you always stood your ground. You always knew what was right, and you were not afraid to say it. And I admired that in you. I really did. And listen, so for people who don't know, I started in our school. I always loved drama and singing. Not that I could sing, but I loved it. And you were the star of my plays, and I loved doing it. And I remember, and I have video of you talking on the microphone and crying and saying, giving me an award. And like, I will never forget that. So, funny story, I did not know that Nikki was Onika. And I went to a Jay-Z, I didn't. So, and I don't know if you know this. So I went to a Jay-Z concert with my sisters, and an Eminem Jay-Z concert, and you came out and performed. And I was like, oh my God, she's really good. Like, we were dancing and singing, did not know it was you. Went home, and a week later, True Hollywood, well, my old school, PS45, called and said, listen, Liz, True Hollywood Story keeps calling. You and Nikki Minaj's favorite teacher. And I literally dropped the phone. And I was like, oh my God, Nikki Minaj is Onika Mirage. And I ran downstairs. Kevin was there. He's like, where are you going? I go, I have video footage. I have, pictures. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? And remember, then I became part of True Hollywood Story and gave them footage from the plays and pictures. And I mean, listen, I joke because, a lot of people will say, oh, her dance moves are this. I said, I taught her everything she knows.
Oh my God. You didn't know that whole time, Miss Smith?
No, not until they reached out to me. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, those were my best, those years were my best. They were the best teaching. I went on to teach for many years and then become a guidance counselor, but those were my most memorable. And I have our picture in my house. And
what?
So funny enough, I was with people last week and we were telling them the story, and you liked one of my posts. And the next day I was with them again, and she was like, oh my God, I can't believe that you were Nikki Minaj's teacher. And I said, well, here, let me show you. She liked the post, and the friends we were with, she goes, I'm in those pictures. She liked the picture.
Oh my God. Well, first of all, Miss Smith, do not tell that story, because me crying on the stage that day after the play got me dumped by my boyfriend.
No.
Yes, he dumped me. Anthony, stupid self. He wasn't in our class. He was in the other class. And for some reason, and he was new to the school, so he was embarrassed that they was all making fun of him. He was only like my boyfriend for like 2 days, and then everybody started saying, ha ha, she cried, good, ha ha. And he gonna dump me.
Well, there you go. Kids are mean. But remember, we used to, you guys, I remember you saying this. You used to walk the hallway, and I'd say, get all your attitudes out the window, blow them out the window.
No, no. I was talking back in class, and you told me go stand by the window and say attitude, so I could get my attitude out. And I had to walk in front of the window in front of the whole class, and I was
and
like,
blow your attitude out.
attitude.
Oh God, you guys were. Oh, I miss those years.
Well, I don't, and you were into arts and crafts as well, and I loved it. I didn't know how you were able to draw. What is the thing? It's called, Miss Smith. Is it something glyphics?
Oh yeah, calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Yeah.
You knew how to do. Did you learn that, or
No,
did you just?
I taught it myself. I mean, I was okay at it, but I could have been better. But we did a lot of that. Remember, we used to do a lot of art projects, and we did so much. You know what? That's when teaching was fun.
Mhm.
And when you you touched people's lives as a teacher, listen, I was very fortunate for you to validate that for me, right? As a teacher, not many teachers teach that person who becomes famous and that's out there. When
Yeah.
teachers have that validation and they know that they've touched the lives of several, students. I mean, listen, not everybody likes their teacher. I'm sure there were people who, thought I was too strict, but
Yeah. Oh, a lot of people thought you were strict. So many people were scared to be in your class,
and I
and
was
I was
strict, but
like,
I was strict for a reason, because
yes.
it was just always knowing and believing in yourself, doing what was right, and being respectful, right?
Yeah.
And that would take you places in life. And I think you took that with you.
Yes, I was about to say you showed me how a powerful woman could keep her femininity while still being a freaking boss and still demanding respect. Because as a kid, I didn't really know how to articulate it, but I would go in other classes, or, like, let's say if a substitute teacher came in, or other teachers that I had to be around, I would see how they weren't able to demand the respect of the class. They weren't able to calm the children down. You got so much done in the curriculum because you allowed us to have fun and to do all these amazing things we loved to do, but on one condition. Oh, you're not going to play with me. You're not going to disrespect me. And that's what we were going to establish.